name is Brenda. Welcome to my channel. Today's letter that we're going to be reading is from a lady named Mary. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first read her letter, it gave me the creeps a little bit because she's writing to us about a scary experience she had in a house she lived in that was believed to be haunted. So it reminded me of the house that I used to live in when I was younger as well that was haunted. So I'm gonna go over some experiences that I had in that house after I finish reading Mary's letter. So let's go ahead and see what she wrote. She says, "Dear Brenda, every summer I would travel to Minnesota with my family for work. My husband and I were migrant workers. We were staying at my sister's house for a while we worked, but things with me and my sister weren't going so great. So we decided to find a place of our own. My husband told his boss that he was looking for a house. So his boss let him know about a friend who had a 2-story house and was looking for someone to move in to watch over his property. My husband got in contact with him. We did not have to pay rent or anything. All he wanted us to do was take care of the house and farm. So if I was looking for a house and somebody was offering me a 2-story house that all I had to do was just watch the property, I'd probably take it too. He did let us know that the previous tenant had shot himself inside the house." Okay, the previous tenant had shot himself inside the house. Okay, I don't know about that now. Now I probably wouldn't want to live there. But we didn't let that bother us. We were excited to get out of my sister's house and have our own space. My older brother came to stay with us for a few days. He brought his dog and her puppies. But all throughout the nights, the dogs kept crying and crying. My brother told us that his dogs never cried, so he didn't understand what was frightening them. One night, I was asleep in bed and woke up to the sound of footsteps. Upstairs. Not to mention the upstairs door was shut closed and no one was allowed to go up there. So they tell you that the guy shot himself inside the house and that nobody was allowed to go upstairs, just downstairs. That would have been creepy to me already. I woke my husband up after I heard the footsteps and asked him if he could hear it too. He said yes. I started to go back to sleep when I heard a music box playing. I never felt so scared in my life, but it wasn't until I felt someone pull my feet with full force that I jumped up, woke my husband, and left. We only stayed in the house for a week, never went back." Oh wow! See, when I was little, I always grew up hearing, my grandma would tell us, my uncle would tell us, if you don't behave, the boogeyman's gonna come and pull your feet, or they're gonna come and pull your feet because you're being a bad girl or a bad boy. And I always thought that was just a myth, but that's something that she felt and that's something that she went through when she was staying at that house. I know when I was about 8 or 9, we used to live in a house in North Dakota. It was a nice house. It was really big. It was next to this really nice big pond. I would consider that house to be maybe like a party house because my parents were constantly throwing parties there. There was friends, relatives. I would hear them all the time say stuff like, "Oh, I heard this, I felt this." But I was, like I said, I was young, so I didn't really, pay too much attention to it. It was not until one night I was sleeping with my mom in her bed. We were all sleeping there. My sister and my brother was sleeping next to her, and I was sleeping on the feet. Why I got thrown to the feet, I don't know. Now when I think about it today, I'm like, I should have been sleeping next to her, not on the feet, But anyways, while I was sleeping, I woke up because I heard footsteps coming down the stairs. I heard footsteps, and then I heard this voice. It sounded like a little boy. He kept saying, "Mom, Mom." He kept saying it over and over again. So I heard it going down the stairs, and then I heard the, whatever it was, going, in the kitchen. I heard him opening cabinets, closing cabinets. We had like 4 or 5 cats, when I was little. So all the cats, I would just hear them. They were just meowing, and they were like screaming, and they were just all of them at the same time, just acting, scared. I could hear them. They were being really loud. I wanted to kick my mom, kick my mom or my sister so bad, so they could wake up, but I couldn't move. I felt like I was frozen. I felt like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't talk. All I could do was close my eyes, open and close my eyes. That's it. So anyways, I kept hearing him walking, in the hallway and in the kitchen, and then I heard him open the door to the room where we were. I heard the door open. So when I heard that, I just closed my eyes really tight. It opened, and then he said, again, mom, mom. And then I just remember shutting my eyes really, really tight, shutting them. I didn't want to open them. I didn't want to, I didn't want to see anything. So after that, I woke up, and, I was relieved. I was happy that I woke up. I was happy that it was all over. I wanted to tell my mom what I saw and what I had, heard, but I didn't think she was going to believe me. So I never told anybody. I know I mentioned it to my sister. And when I did, she told me that my older brother had also heard things before and experienced things like that in the past. So I was really, scared. I was really scared, and I remember from then on, all I wanted to do was just sleep, with my sister, because I was really scared that I was going to hear something else. But that was my experience in that house. But thank you so much, Mary, for sending in your letter. I really appreciate it. If you also have, experienced something creepy or something you just want to write about, go ahead and send it in, and I'll be more than happy to read it. Thank you so much for joining, for watching today. Thank you.